The courtroom doors swung open with a loud creak, and in walked a woman who looked like she had memorized the role of tragic victim straight out of a low-budget crime show. Corinne McAllister, 54 years old, expensive clothes, a dramatic black cane, oversized sunglasses, slow, exaggerated movements like someone performing in a school play, and to complete the performance, an expression crafted to make every person in the courtroom think, "Poor woman, she must have suffered." Except they didn't. Because it was too dramatic, too polished, too Corinne. The audience murmured. Judge Judy raised her eyebrow immediately because Judge Judy could smell nonsense the same way a dog smells cooked meat. Corinne moved step by step, tapping her cane against the floor even when the floor was carpeted. Behind her came the defendant, Daniel Ortiz, a 27-year-old auto mechanic with grease-stained hands, a nervous posture, but eyes full of quiet determination. He looked like someone who'd been forced to show up to a battle he didn't ask for. Judge Judy watched Corinne's exaggerated shuffle until she reached the plaintiff's podium. "Ma'am," Judge Judy said, dry as dust, "you can drop the act. You're walking like someone trying to find the stage exit backstage at a comedy club." The courtroom snickered. Corinne flinched but stayed in character. It was her only hope. "Your Honor," she said dramatically, "I am legally blind. The defendant did this to me." Daniel's jaw tightened. Judge Judy leaned forward. "We'll get to that, take a seat." But Corinne didn't sit. She hovered, waiting for someone to help her like a damsel in distress. Judy rolled her eyes. "The chair is directly behind you. Use your senses, not your imagination." That line alone nearly broke the courtroom into laughter. Corinne found the chair, miraculously without fumbling, and sat down with a sigh that screamed sympathy, please. Judge Judy turned her attention to Daniel. "You're being sued for $20,000 in damages for allegedly causing Ms. McAllister's loss of vision," she said, making air quotes. "Tell me your side." Daniel cleared his throat. "Your Honor, she's lying." Corinne gasped loudly enough to echo. Judge Judy didn't flinch. "I assumed that much. Continue." Act 2, the accident that never was. Daniel explained the entire story calmly, like someone repeating the truth for the 50th time. Corinne lived in the same apartment complex. One afternoon, Daniel was reversing his car slowly from the parking lot. Corinne walked behind his vehicle, texting on her phone. He braked immediately and didn't hit her, not even close. Security footage proved there was at least a 5-foot distance. But Corinne didn't care. She wanted an opportunity. She began shouting, holding her forehead, claiming he had traumatized her and nearly killed her, but that wasn't enough. A week later, she started wearing sunglasses and announced she was going blind from the stress and emotional shock. Judge Judy flipped through the medical documents. "These aren't medical records," Judy said bluntly. "These are Google printouts." Corinne raised her chin defiantly. "I self-diagnosed." "Oh, good," Judge Judy replied. "Then diagnose yourself with severe nonsense disorder, because that's what I'm hearing." Laughter erupted again. Corinne slammed her cane on the desk. "I am blind, Your Honor." "Blind people don't aim their cane like a lightsaber," Judy fired back. Even the bailiff smiled. Act 3, the cross-examination. "Ms. McAllister," Judge Judy began, "when did you allegedly lose your vision?" 48 hours after the incident," Corinne said dramatically. "I woke up and everything was dark." Daniel muttered, "Probably because you turned the lights off." Judy ignored him. "And you have not consulted a licensed medical professional." Corinne hesitated. "I can't afford one." "You're wearing a $600 handbag," Judy shot back. "Next lie." Corinne froze. "Fine," she said, exasperated. "I did see a doctor, but he said the symptoms were unclear." "Name?" "I don't remember." Judge Judy smirked. "Convenient." Then she leaned back, fingers tapping her desk. "Here, what I think, Ms. McAllister. You saw an opportunity for an insurance payout, realized the security cameras ruined that opportunity, and now you're trying to get $20,000 from this young man because you thought a courtroom would be easier than an insurance agency." Corinne gripped her cane. "No, I'm a victim, I can't see." Judge Judy held up a pen. "What color is this?" Corinne didn't even wait a second. "Red." The audience gasped. Daniel blinked. Judge Judy smiled. It's blue, she said. Karen slapped her forehead dramatically. Oh, maybe I can see shadows, maybe light shapes. You saw a lawsuit, Judy corrected, and that's it. Karen crossed her arms. You don't understand my condition. Oh, I understand it perfectly, Judy said. It's called fraud. Karen's mouth dropped open, but she had no response. Then something unexpected happened. Judge Judy pressed her intercom button. Bring him in. Karen frowned. Bring WHO. And in walked Judge Judy's dog. A fluffy Shih Tzu named Scout, happily trotting across the courtroom with his tail wagging. Karen's sunglasses slipped. What is that? She demanded. Judge Judy smiled mischievously. A test. ACT-4, the dog test, the moment everything changed. Scout walked toward the plaintiff's podium. Judge Judy didn't say a word. The courtroom watched, even the cameras zoomed in. Scout trotted closer, then sniffed Karen's expensive purse. Karen jumped back instantly. Get this thing away from me. Judge Judy lifted her eyebrows. Interesting reaction for someone who supposedly can't see. Karen froze. I heard it, she insisted. The claws, the nails on the floor, the barking. The dog didn't bark, Judge Judy said. Karen's mouth opened, closed, opened again like a malfunctioning robot. Scout gently pawed at her shoe. Karen jerked her foot back. Judge Judy smiled victoriously. You saw him. No, I did, Karen shouted. You moved away before he touched you, Judge Judy replied, which means you weren't responding to sound, you were responding to sight. The courtroom erupted with whispers, even the bailiff nodded like someone watching a magic trick. Karen tried one final desperate line. I have selective blindness. Judge Judy slammed her gavel. That's not a medical condition, that's what children have when you ask them to clean their room. One more line, one more blow. And Ms. McAllister, you also reached for your designer purse when the dog approached. Blind people don't do that instinctively. Karen opened her mouth but no sound came out. For the first time since entering the courtroom, she looked scared. Really scared. Because her act had crumbled in front of everyone. And Judge Judy wasn't done yet. ACT-5, the confession begins, but not by choice. Judge Judy gestured at Daniel. Young man, you have no responsibility here. None. The plaintiff staged a fake condition, provided fake documents, and brought a fake attitude. She wasted my time, the court's time, and your time. Daniel sighed with relief. Karen's voice cracked. You can't dismiss this. I need help, I need. You need consequences, Judge Judy interrupted. Karen clutched her cane, but I'm disadvantaged. No, Judy said sternly. You pretended to be disadvantaged, that's the difference. Karen's face twisted with desperation. I was traumatized, you don't know what it's like to almost be hit by a car. You weren't almost hit, Judy responded. You could have hosted a picnic between you and that car. Daniel couldn't help but laugh. Karen's frustration boiled over. I just wanted compensation for the stress he caused. There it is, Judge Judy said, the truth finally. Karen slapped a hand over her mouth. Judge Judy stood. Ms. McAllister, you are guilty of fraud, false testimony, wasting court resources, and attempting to financially exploit an innocent man. She pointed her gavel at Karen like a sword. And your little performance ends here. The courtroom was silent. Karen trembled, her entire plan collapsing before her eyes. Judge Judy leaned back, ready to deliver the final blow. Karen's breathing turned shaky. The dramatic blind victim persona she crafted so carefully had fallen apart like cheap stage props in a school play. Judge Judy watched her with that razor-sharp stare, half disappointment, half amusement. Ms. McAllister, she said slowly, let's peel back every layer of your nonsense. Karen swallowed. Please, You just what? Judy cut in. Wanted easy money, wanted sympathy, wanted attention. Karen's lips quivered, the audience leaned in. Even Daniel stood frozen, watching the woman who tormented him begin to unravel. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone, she whispered. Oh please, Judy snapped. You filed a fraudulent lawsuit for $20,000. What were you trying to do, win a humanitarian award? The courtroom chuckled. Karen gripped her cane like it could somehow save her. Judge Judy continued, you lied about a medical condition. You lied about an accident, you lied about your diagnosis, you provided no documentation. And worst of all, she pointed at Scout the dog, you tried to fool me with a performance so sloppy a toddler would have laughed. Scout barked once as if agreeing. Karen flinched at the sound. Judge Judy folded her arms. Let me tell you something. People who truly suffer, people who are genuinely disabled, people who genuinely experience hardship, they don't come in here with dramatic sunglasses and $600 handbags trying to turn an inconvenience into a lottery ticket. Tears pooled in Karen's eyes. Your Honor, please, I was desperate. For what? Drama club acceptance, Judy fired back, because this performance gets you an F. Daniel had remained quiet until now, but he finally spoke. Your Honor, she dragged my name through the mud. My landlord questioned me, my boss asked me about it, people in the apartment building whispered, I didn't even do anything wrong. His voice cracked with emotion, all because she wanted money. Judge Judy nodded solemnly. And that, Ms. McAllister, is why you're in real trouble. ACT 7, the witness who made everything worse. Judy flipped through her notes. I have a statement here, she announced, from a neighbor at your apartment complex. Karen's eyebrows shot up. What who? Judy ignored her theatrics. This witness says she saw you walking perfectly fine, without the cane, without the sunglasses 2 days ago. The courtroom gasped. Karen's face turned the color of chalk. That was before my condition got worse. Really? Judy lifted a paper. Because she also recorded a video of you chasing the garbage truck down the street shouting, wait, I forgot a bag. Karen's soul left her body for a moment. The courtroom burst into uncontainable laughter. Bring the monitor, Judy ordered. Karen's head snapped toward her. No, that's not necessary. Oh, it absolutely is, said Judy. If you're blind, why do you care what's on the video? Daniel stifled a laugh. The bailiff wheeled in a TV monitor, and the video played. There she was, Karen running at full speed, waving her arms, zero blindness, zero cane, yelling at the top of her lungs. Karen covered her mouth with her hand. It was over. The nail in the coffin had been hammered. Judy paused the video. Ms. McAllister, she said, you didn't just walk, you ran, you sprinted like you were late for a designer handbag sale. Karen's shoulders slumped. I was panicking, she whispered. Blind people don't panic run toward moving vehicles while dodging potholes with perfect accuracy, Judy replied. The courtroom erupted again. Karen's lies were not only exposed, they were obliterated. ACT 8 the moment she broke. Something inside Karen snapped. The fake persona dissolved, the sunglasses seemed ridiculous now, and the cane sat limp in her hands like a dead prop. She let out a long defeated sigh. Fine, she whispered, fine, I wasn't blind. The courtroom fell silent. I needed money, she said softly. I lost my job 3 months ago, rent is due, bills are piling up, I thought maybe if I played the victim I could get free money from an innocent person, Judge Judy finished. Karen nodded, tears falling. I didn't know what else to do. Judge Judy softened, but only slightly. Desperation doesn't give you a license to destroy someone else's life, she said. There are people who struggle far more than you and they don't commit fraud. Karen sobbed quietly. Daniel felt a mix of anger and pity, but mostly relief that the nightmare was ending. Judge Judy continued, you didn't just lie to the court, you tried to steal, you tried to manipulate, you tried to exploit. Karen wiped her face. I'm sorry. Tell him, Judy said, pointing at Daniel. Karen turned toward him. I'm sorry, she whispered, I shouldn't have done it. Daniel nodded, I forgive you, but I'll never forget how close this came to ruining me. Karen nodded back, guilt consuming her. ACT 9 the verdict, and a twist of karma. Judge Judy straightened. All right, she declared, let's wrap this up. She faced Karen. You are not getting 1 penny from this man, not a penny, not a nickel, not a sneeze. The audience laughed. In fact, you owe him. Karen blinked. What? You filed a frivolous lawsuit, you provided falsified statements, you attempted to commit fraud, so here's the verdict. Judy banged her gavel once. Case dismissed with prejudice. But she wasn't done. And furthermore, the plaintiff is ordered to reimburse the defendant's court costs. Karen's mouth fell open. Daniel looked shocked. I don't even know what to say. Judge Judy raised a finger, and one more thing. Karen braced herself. You are banned from filing any further claims related to this incident. And if you pull a stunt like this again, you'll be dealing with criminal, not civil, consequences. Karen nodded defeated. Yes, Your Honor. Good, now take your cane, your decorative walking stick, and exit my courtroom. Karen stood slowly. And then, Scout Judge Judy's dog barked again, loudly. Karen jumped back. Judge Judy smirked. Still reacting to what you can't see, I see. The audience exploded with laughter. Karen shuffled out, humiliated, sunglasses crooked, cane dragging uselessly behind her. It was the walk of ultimate shame. ACT 10 Aftermath, Daniel's Justice. Daniel approached the bench as the cameras stopped recording. Thank you, Your Honor, he said sincerely. I didn't know how to prove she was lying. Judy smiled faintly. You didn't have to. Liars always expose themselves. Sometimes they just need a little canine assistance. Scout wagged his tail proudly. Daniel chuckled. Your dog saved me. Judge Judy nodded. He has better instincts than most people. Daniel scratched Scout's head. Thank you, buddy. Scout barked happily. Judge Judy tapped her pen. You're free to go, young man. Keep doing honest work and stay away from people like her. Daniel nodded. Yes, Your Honor. He left the courtroom relieved, lighter, freed from the accusations that had plagued him for weeks. Meanwhile, Karen sat outside the courtroom, face buried in her hands, mascara running, her entire world crashing around her. The cameras captured one last shot of her. A woman who tried to fake disability for profit. And lost everything, money, dignity, and her reputation, in less than an hour. All thanks to one sharp judge. One innocent defendant. And one very observant, very intelligent little dog. Epilogue: the lesson. Fraud has a way of collapsing. Lies have a way of unraveling. And truth always wins in the end. Karen learned that the hard way. Daniel walked away free. And Judge Judy. She added another legendary case to her courtroom history. Because no one gets away with faking blindness in front of Judge Judy. Especially when her dog is watching.